3, 2, 1.
You ready?
Listening to the Real Pineapple Podcast Network.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. This is The Real Pineapple. This is your humble host, Hunter, here. Hope you're all having a great week so far. So, we have to talk because while I don't think I'm going to do a full review of it, I am going to, at some point this week, review some other footage from the event. But DC Fandom was a big success for DC. The stuff that I saw for Flash and for Black Adam and Aquaman and Shazam, I'll talk about, as I mentioned, later on in the week. But the big thing that we got, or at least the thing that I was the most happy about, besides no more Snyder movie announcements or an Ayer cut announcement, because, oh god, if we got an Ayer cut announcement, Jesus Christ, that would have been horrible. But outside of that, we got a new trailer for the Batman, and can I just say, I'm very sad that Marvel moved several of their films in Phase 4 back, because up until, 4 days ago, when Feige made that announcement, we would have had Doctor Strange and the Batman like 2 weeks apart from each other, which, goddamn, I wanted that. I really wanted that, but alas, it's okay. It's okay. But we got a new look here at Matt Reeves, the Batman, and just get it out of the way. It might be, and I've always said that I think the second Man of Steel trailer, where they use a Hans Zimmer Superman score, which I maintain is a better, here's a hot take, Hans Zimmer's Superman theme is it's better than John Williams' Superman theme. I stand by it, and my partner was a fucking music major, and damn it, she knows. I played both themes for her, and she liked the Zimmer one more, so, but anyways, this trailer is officially my favorite trailer that the DC EU has produced. I think this trailer is a masterclass in how to hype something. My only complaint about the trailer is I'm afraid it's not even about the trailer. I'm afraid we might get another one before March 4th. And to be honest, I don't think I want to see any more from the movie. I think this is the perfect amount. They've shown just enough. I don't need to see anything else. But anyways, with that said, I've got some thoughts on the trailer, so let's just jump in. So one of the things I love straight up from jump, Paul Dano, we have not seen what his Riddler looks like yet. We've seen him in shadow. This is the closest we've actually even come to seeing his face at all. Later on in the trailer, there's a point where you should be able to see his reflection because he's in jail, and they even do a great job of not showing his reflection. I was like, god damn. So I'm curious if there's some sort of facial, like maybe there's some scarring or something. Like I'm curious why they're hiding his face, but I think it's a great tactic, and I'm very excited to see Paul Dano in this movie, because Paul Dano is that actor, and I mean this as a compliment. I remember seeing him in Prisoners and just thinking, God, I want to beat the shit out of that guy. Like, whenever I see Paul Dano, I just want to kick his ass. Especially, I think it started in Meek's Cutoff, which is a horrible fucking movie, by the way. But I remember watching him just going, God, he reminds me of that guy who's in a mob where after they've killed someone, like shot someone 8 times, he goes up to the dead body and just barely kicks it and goes, yeah, I did something. Like, I fucking hate Paul Dano. But again, I mean that as an actor in the best way. But his Riddler is creeping me out. And I love how at the beginning of this trailer, he just calmly puts his hands up, doesn't resist at all. Almost like he wants to get captured. Wink, wink. I also love the fact that the trailer starts off with a shot that's so reminiscent of Blade Runner with the diner and everything. I fucking love that shot, and I've talked about at multiple points on the podcast my reverence for Matt Reeves, and I'm so happy he's doing a fucking Batman movie. Talk about something that I didn't know that I needed. until they announced it. And I went, yeah, that actually makes sense. And real quick, the fact that Batman has become this character that, let's be real, DC leans on way too much. I mean, yes, I know Batman is Batman. He makes them all the monies and everything, but you could build up other goddamn characters. But talk about a character that I've been very like, all right, like I'm good for a while. Outside of Michael Keaton, because oh my god. But wait, never recording. But I'm excited for Batman again, which is such a cool feeling, because after Justice League and after Dark Knight Rises, I was just like, like I'm good. We can keep Batman with animated stuff. Lego Batman's great, but it's cool to be excited for Batman live action again. And I really think Pattinson, for all the people who gave me shit, you can go back and check the tape for the first teaser trailer of the Batman. I said I thought that Pattinson could and would go down as the best version of Bruce Wayne and the best version of Batman. Because I think we can all agree it's been mixed results between the other 4 actors who have put on the cowl and having them be Bruce Wayne. So I'm excited for Pattinson to see what he brings to this. But Dano's Nigma being arrested there at the beginning of the trailer, I love how it immediately cuts to the coffee cup with the Riddler logo there. I love that shot. So now we get into the meat and potatoes of the trailer. At the 37-second mark, we get the shot of Jeffrey Wright, our first look at him in this trailer. We get him, and he goes ahead and is looking up in the sky. And what I love about this, which I haven't seen anyone really talk about, I love the fact that Bat Signal is not on the roof yet, because Gordon is not commissioner right now. At this point in the DCEU, Batman is not, the Dark Knight. He has not built this legend. As Matt Reeves has said in interviews, this is Batman year 2 is how he thinks of it. And I love the very year 1, very basic, like almost hokey look to the Bat Signal. I love how gritty it looks, and how even in the sky it looks broken. Like it's such a cool shot. And again, it being on the 2nd floor, I love that. I love that so much. It's almost like Batman is Gotham, is the GCPD's dirty little secret to help maintain some sort of level of justice to the city. I love that concept so fucking much. I realize I just went on way more about that, but I love that. It's such a subtle thing, but I think it's those sort of subtle differences that are going to make Matt Reeves' Batman stand out. Moving on though, I love how Pattinson has, I think, the line in the trailer, and it's already one of, if not my favorite line to describe Batman, as far as how what the signal means. Him saying that fear is a tool. When the light hits the sky, it's not just a call, it's a warning. That is Batman in a fucking nutshell. I love that line so much, and the way Pattinson delivers it, he fucking nails it. Did I mention I'm excited for Pattinson to go ahead and take on the cowl? I love that line. But then we go ahead and we go to one of the main bits we got from the last trailer, where Pattinson goes ahead and comes out of the literal fucking shadows, and it's the best look, or one of the best looks we've gotten at the bat suit in full. And I love how the bat signal looks like embossed into the fucking armor. I love the look of it. Might be, do I want to go that far? It might be my favorite bat suit. I know there's some controversy with the cowl, but okay, I won't go as far as it's my favorite Batsuit yet. I will say it could very easily go down as my favorite Batsuit. I love the way it fucking looks. I love the way it moves too. We move to that close-up shot where Batman takes a shot, close range, and then goes ahead and pins this guy against the column and tasers him. And here, 2 things about this. 1, they're dressed like clowns. And let's call it what it is. Anytime we have the Batman, the Joker is potentially right around the fucking corner. Are we getting the Joker? Are we getting Joaquin's Joker somehow? Because look, let's call it what it is. If Flashpoint And I know they're trying to keep the Earth separate and everything, but if you want to just go Flashpoint, fucked everything up, Joaquin's Joker is now in Pattinson's universe. That's pretty much my one exception to see the Joker in the next film. Outside of that, I don't want to see the Joker until hopefully the third film Reeves and Pattinson do together in their trilogy. But you don't, no Joker in this movie. I would really, really not like Joker in this. So hopefully that's not around the corner. But I love the way that the armor is able to maintain against a close-up shot like that. I absolutely love that. At the 1 minute mark, that's where we get the very close look of Edward Nygma. And if you notice, it says, looks like it says Gotham. It says Gotham Hospital, or I might say Gotham Mental Hospital, but it's not saying, asylum, because I think they are trying to, make that, a little more politically correct. But the get-up is very, very Arkham-esque. So here's where it gets interesting to me. When he tells Batman that, I've been trying to get your attention, essentially, and Batman yells, "What did you do?" This is where, for me, you kind of have to go, not fan theory-ish, but you do have to kind of start going, all right, where do you think this story ends up? I'm going to jump ahead slightly to the 122 mark. That's where we see, or the 121 mark, pardon me, where we see Batman, or more accurately, Bruce Wayne, standing, and he sees these clues. It's this spray paint, and it's almost in that, like a weird, so it's got the, the question mark, but then it's got almost like a police layout. The way it's interesting, but if at this point you see, or it says the sins of my father, Savage, renewal is a lie, Mitchell, Coulson, and then No More Lies, which we've seen in the first trailer with the person who got killed. So Detective Scene, that's oh my gosh, not Detective Scene, good grief. So Mitchell, I know, is referring to Dom Mitchell, who's the guy who I just mentioned is wrapped up in the tape for the Batman. It's his funeral that everyone's attending. The other guy, Coulson, I had to actually look this up on IMDb. It's Peter Skarsgård's character, who's a district attorney. He's the one who's actually taped to the explosive in the first teaser, where he holds up to the Batman. That should be him. And what I love about that is that, first off, you're going to wipe the district attorney off the map. So who steps up and be next district attorney? I don't know. Maybe Harvey Dent. Maybe, just throwing that out there. I love the way they set up that thread. The big one I want to touch on is the sins of the father, and there is this point later on in the trailer where Batman is leading these these kidnapped people with a flare, and the sins of the father bit, though, it screams Court of Owls to me. It really. So if you've read Court of Owls in the DC canon, they're this secret organization, honestly, kind of like the KKK, that operate in secret, throughout history, and has been around Gotham since its inception, and how you find out that Thomas Wayne, Bruce's dad, was a big component in the Court of Owls, and I think that's easily where they could be going here, and I'd be really curious to see what they would do with that, because Court of Owls is one of those villains that's only been around for 5 years or so, 5-6 years. I love the fact that they could be pulling, because let's call it what it is. Batman, you could argue, has the best rogues gallery in comics. I would personally say Spider-Man, but I like Spider-Man more. But you look at not just Joker and Two-Face and Penguin, but you look at Ivy, Poison Ivy, you look at Catwoman, you look at Mr. Freeze, you look at fucking Mad Hatter, you look at Clayface, Man-Bat, Firefly, I'm blanking on Batman villains all of a sudden, Ra's al Ghul, Scarecrow, Bane, there's so many Batman rogues that you could go ahead and pluck and put in this universe. And I know we've seen Bane done before, and Rachel Ghoul, but at the same time, expand the net a little bit. Let's get some different fucking rogues in here. So I appreciate that we could be potentially getting Court of Owls, which, goddamn, that could be a huge game changer for DCEU, because if you want to, you can have the Court of Owls transcend just the Batman universe. I mean, the Court of Owls is big enough that I think you could easily do that. And I would love to see what they could potentially do with that. All right, a couple more things I wanted to point out real quick. Zoe Saldana's Zoe Kravitz. Why? Fuck Zoe Saldana. That would be weird. Zoe Kravitz. Fuck. Zoe Kravitz. Her Selena Kyle looks like a fucking badass. Let's call it what it is. The Catwoman movie of Halle Berry is fucking terrible. We all know that. But while I enjoy Anne Hathaway's version of Selena Kyle, obviously, you know, her in the costume, but I still do think that she is an underwritten character, but Hathaway just has a way of elevating average material for her. So I'm looking forward to a Batman film where it really looks like she is not just being portrayed as his equal, but it looks like she's going to be prominently featured in the plot, because so much of Dark Knight Rises, it was her being reactive, you know, with Bane and, you know, working with Bane for a good amount of it. So that we don't really get to know her independent of the male characters. I don't think that's going to be the case here. I think she's going to have her own agenda. I think she could be very easily playing Bruce, or playing Batman. I'm really excited to see what she's going to bring to the table. So we got to talk about the action here real quick. I think one thing that is not criticized enough in Nolan's Batman films are just some of the action scenes are very just okay, because so much of it is quick cut and you can't really tell what's happening. I mean, Dark Knight Rises does, you know, improve on that front, but that's always been kind of a thing that at points with Nolan's Batman, it's like, all right, like my brain's kind of filling in the blanks. Maybe that's why I think maybe that's why it's not criticized as much as I think it should be. But these fight scenes are very precise. You can tell exactly what the fuck is happening. It looks like Pattinson probably did a lot more of it than he might get credit for, but I love the way the action looks already. The fact that he gets his own, you see at the 145 mark, his own Rogue One Darth Vader scene where, you know, everyone's trying to shoot him. He's walking through this corridor, through this hallway. It looks badass. And then, of course, we get to my favorite shot of the whole trailer where Batman is chasing Penguin in the Batmobile, which, by the way, I know some people are shitting on the new Batmobile. I dig the new Batmobile. The fact it's a muscle car, again, for a year 2 goddamn Batman makes total sense to me. I don't understand why people are harping on it, because let's call it what it is. He doesn't have a Lucius Fox right now, nor should he in year 2, by the way. This is a home operation right now. It's him and Alfred doing this shit. So I appreciate the fact he doesn't have a Lucius. So by default, he wouldn't have something like the Tumbler or the Bat Pod or the Bat Wing or any of that super cool shit at this point. So good. I'm happy he doesn't have that. But the fact he's chasing Penguin and goes ahead and jumps the fucking Batmobile out of the flames, and that look that Cobblepot looks back and has like, oh fuck, that didn't kill him. Yes, more of that. And then of course the trailer ends with Cobblepot being Cobblepot's car being flipped and Batman walking towards him while the flames are going off in the background. It's an amazing shot to end on, and March 3rd can't come fast enough. Or March 4th, pardon me, 2022. What are we at? 6 months? Is that right? November, December. Yeah, like 5 months away. So, yeah, damn it. I have to wait till March. We have to wait till March. Oh, it's so lame. But I am so excited. So excited to see what they do with this, and hopefully this is the start of a trilogy. I think Matt Reeves, considering they have, 2 potential Gotham spin-off shows in development at HBO Max, I think they're all in on Pattinson's Batman. I think they're all in on Matt Reeves, and I am so excited to see what they bring to the Batman canon. But everyone, trailer for the Batman, what are your favorite parts about it? Let us know in the comments. You can follow yours truly on the Twitter at JHunterRealPineapple. You can find Scott on Twitter at Nearman1st. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can find us on SoundCloud, Apple and Google Podcasts, Podbean, Stitcher, and iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon Music, and Tune Up, to name a few spots, at The Real Pineapple. And you can find yours truly on Twitch. I'm going to be hopping on Twitch next week to stream Resident Evil 4. So go ahead and hop on there and check me out. You can find me on twitch.tv/jhunterrealpineapple. And don't forget to like our two gaming pages, or one of our gaming pages at Real Pineapple Games, and our main page, The Real Pineapple. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. We'll have reviews here up soon for Scream as we continue our real spooky series. There's gonna be a lot of spooky reviews that drop here in the next 10 days. So expect reviews for the whole Twilight Saga. Holy crap. They've been fun reviews to do. I'm excited to get those out to y'all. Reviews though for those, Ready or Not, Scream, and as well as The Birds and Rear Window. I'm excited to watch those this weekend. But everyone, thank you so much for listening. Wear a mask, get your COVID shot, take care of each other, and we will talk to you soon.